legends, welcome along to a little update video for you right here. It's been a little while since I've got a video up on the channel, but yes, I've been rather busy as of late. Started a few extra channels, as you do know, but yes, just putting a bit of extra time into them, and I've been writing quite a bit over the last week and a half. I got into I've been working on a project that is well beyond the means to be made right now. It's a 10-part series that is loosely based around a real life story, and it's one I've been playing about with for a while. I tend to do a thing called what I would call, and I don't know how many people actually do this here, but if I'm writing something, I've got an idea for like a short film or a series or something like that there that I'm playing about with, I don't start with the first draft as most people think that you should start off with. I start with a thing called the vomit pass stage, and that's literally where you've got the idea in your head and you just lift a pen or get on your laptop, start writing, and you just write from the perspective of what's going on in your head as far as the idea goes. And there's no rhyme or reason for the vomit pass. You just blast onto the page how you're seeing it in your head, and at that point it doesn't have to 100% make sense. I have done vomit passes on things where I'll write for maybe 70, 80, 90, maybe 100 pages, and I'll write myself right into a corner that I can't get out of, and I'll draw the line right there, and then I'll throw it to the one side, come back a few months later, look at it, see what I can get from it, and see if there's a workable idea there. Like, you know, you've got an idea in your head, it is workable to a point, but if you start into it and you're literally writing from a first draft perspective, you'll write maybe 5, 10, 15 pages, and you'll think to yourself, okay, this isn't working, and you'll abandon the idea completely. But with a vomit pass, you give yourself the freedom to go beyond that and just write whatever comes to your mind, and whether it makes sense or not doesn't matter. You just keep going and see what happens. A lot of times I've got a few script ideas in various stages of the writing process that are have came from like one idea that was a vomit pass at a stage, and you're right to the point where it's not working, but you'll get something else from it, and you'll get a brand new idea from that, and you'll write something completely different out of that vomit pass. So that's what I've been doing over the last week and a half or so. It's beyond the vomit pass now. I did that stage on the 10-part series of an idea that is currently called Masquerade. So I've got the full 10-part outline for that, and right now I've started the actual proper first draft of episode 1 of it. So it's loosely based around an experience I had probably 10 years ago at this point, but it's one of these things that's more of the skeleton of the idea, but it's going to be like a 10-part kind of supernatural X-Files detective sort of a thing. It's drawn from a lot of different ideas from a lot of different shows and genres. Like, there's a lot of horror in there, there's a lot of science fiction in there, there's a lot of drama in there, and it's all built around a real life journey that I went through myself, or a situation that was involved us, well, that's a new word for you, that I was involved with, and yeah, like an organization, a real life organization, let's just say, that it exists in the real world, but as far as the story and the script of it goes, it's going to be built, it's going to be the structure that a science fiction horror sort of deal is built around. So it's an idea I've been playing about with for about 3 or 4 years now at this point, maybe longer actually. But yes, I just got completely sidetracked with that, as well as the other couple of channels that I've started. I'm just experimenting a lot with a lot of different things right now, because it's a weird day and age to be creating content right now. And yes, I'm just, I kind of feel that you need to be experimenting with the way that you do things these days. Like the entire content creation idea has completely changed over the last 3 years in a major way. Everything that's happened since 2020 on in particular has really affected everything, and it's really affected where I'm at in life right now, what I'm trying to do. But this is just what I'm doing right now is something that can be easily done, and again, it's, at this point, it's something that's just going to be very difficult to actually get made. If I get the 10-part series to a point where it's an actual workable, viable option as far as actually, how the thing's structured, getting the thing made at the end of the day is going to be the real difficult part of it. But I'm not even going to let that hold me back anymore. I'm just curious to see what I can pull from the mind, from experiences and whatnot. At some point, somewhere down the road, somewhere down the line, I may get the option to actually put some of the stuff into production again. I would love to, at some point, get into making bigger projects again. But for now, I'm content to kind of take a little step back and work on some stuff that I'm more, not even at this point, passionate about, but at this point, ideas that are been knocking around in the back of the old noggin now for a few years that can kind of drive you a little bit insane after a while if you don't get them out onto the page. And if that's as far as they ever go, that's all fine and well too. I'm really looking at the future in a way of what could possibly happen, and not put any real plans into place right now. In all honesty, at this point, everything that I've built up to this stage of my career as a content creator, or an indie creator, let's just say, hasn't been what I hoped it would be. And right now, in all fairness, whenever I look about Northern Ireland, is this where I want to be when I actually get to the point where I can do this sort of stuff on a full-time basis, if it happens. Again, if it doesn't happen, fair enough. I'm just happy now to exercise that creative muscle at the level I'm doing right now. If a team is built somewhere down the road that can help me get there, fair enough. And if not, fair enough too. It is what it is. But that's what I've been doing. I've been exercising the old noggin and doing a lot of writing and whatnot, and putting some more stuff in place that might help the podcasts a little bit more. And yeah, so just let you guys know, you 2 or 3 legends that watch these videos, just let you know I'm still here, still kicking, everything's good. But yes, I'm just not getting to throw out the content to the level that I wanted to put it out. So bear with me, we'll get there in due course. So whatever you're doing, I hope you're staying safe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.